What's up, guys? This is Lawn Chaser. Look at what my dumb self did the other day. Yep, I was just pulling my trailer out of here up to where that tree was. And I was backing, then I had to back up a few feet, had my driver's side door wide open because I was only going a short distance. And yeah, guess what? The door caught the tree and it pushed the door back, and it caused this. Yep. Made a horrible creaking noise whenever I'd open up my door, but my dad was able to fix that. But look, door doesn't open as easily as it used to. At least the creaking noise is not as bad now. You see? Yeah. So I gotta have this fixed. Probably gonna have to have the door replaced. Well, maybe not replaced, but my dad was telling me it probably may cost him around in the thousands. Luckily, one of his brothers does body work, and so yeah, and it hurt gonna need to have the fender looked at too, cause look, I think that gap's a little bit bigger than it's supposed to be. I'll check the other side and see. Well, maybe not, but you know. Yep. So hey, if all I'm just gonna say is, don't ever back up your truck with the door wide open, even if you're only going a short distance, like only 5 feet, because that's how far I was going, and it got cut short when the tree caught the door and it pushed the door further back than the door was supposed to go. Yep. On the day right after that, it was in the evening. After it was the night. Well, it was the day after that, and it happened at night. I was just going out to go get some dinner, and trying to be back home in half an hour. I'm driving along this old country road. My tire blows out. Yep. That's the new tire right now. Because the other one, I was coming down this road, I started hearing it making a funny noise, and then after I turned onto this country road, the noise got louder and louder, and I pulled over. I knew it was going to be a flat tire. When I heard the noise, I knew the tire was low on air. Well, I knew right then it was running really low on air, or something was going on with it. Either way, it wasn't the low air that caused it. It was the fact that it didn't have enough tread left on it was what caused it to blow out. So yeah, and so that night I ended up spending about 3.5 hours on the side of the road trying to figure out how to change to the spare tire, because apparently I'm used to just unbolting the spare tire, but this one didn't have any bolts. It just had a receiver that I thought you had to twist and turn around. I spent about half an hour trying to twist and turn that receiver, only to find out it wasn't doing anything. So then about half hour after doing that, finally decided to get out the directions and start reading them, and it turned out to be a whole lot more simpler than I thought. You just take this open right here, you just take your tools and your extensions, you stick it down in there, and you start cranking, and that's what lowers the tire. See, I wish I'd have known that first, because I'd have saved myself a lot of time. But I guess maybe I'm one of those typical males that, doesn't read the directions. First, just yes? What? that just doesn't read the directions. When I guess I'm just one of those typical males that obviously thinks he knows what to do, so he doesn't read the directions. And now if I don't know what I'm doing, then I do. Then I will get out the directions. But a lot of times, if I think I know what I'm going to do, I don't even bother reading the directions. And guess what? Sometimes I find out later that I don't really know what I'm doing. I guess I'm just one of those people that, that just starts working before he starts reading the directions on how to do it. But yeah. So anyways, and when I was changing to the spare tire, I found the spare tire was flat too, because the valve stem, there's nothing inside the valve stem to keep the air in the tire. So whenever I blow it up, the air would blow back out. So therefore, it wasn't able to hold the air in, but however, I had to walk it to a nearby service station to get air in it, and that was after I had a failed attempt to try and blow into it. Yeah, that didn't work. Don't ever try that. And by blowing into it, I mean blowing into it with my mouth. I should have known that wasn't going to work, but you know what? I thought it was the last resort I had, because I was alone on that road. It was late at night, and it was thundering too. So yeah, and and I was trying to just find out. I was trying to do whatever I could do so I could get back home. But because otherwise I was going to be stuck out there the whole night. Well, however, it didn't come across my mind that there was a service station nearby that has air that I could use to put in the tire. So yeah, walked the tire up to that service station, just a spare tire, and put air in it, went back, put the spare on my truck, drove it home. I was able to make it home, but it was just enough air inside it to get me home, because by next morning it was flat again. So yeah, and I took a look at the old tire, the one that blew out, and the opening was on the side of the tire, wasn't on the bottom. It was on the side, and it was longer than my fingernail. It was longer than my finger. So yeah, that's how I knew it was a blowout, and it was from not enough tread left on it. But yeah, that's a new tire. But yeah, anyways, so I had a little bad luck this week. Well, maybe the first time wasn't bad luck, that was just carelessness. The second time was bad luck. But however, at least it doesn't affect how my truck runs. But it sure did piss me off when I did it. Yeah. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and have a nice day.